Senator Turner?
Here.
Chairman Whalen?
Here.
You have a quorum.
We have a quorum, thank you. We're going to do SJ 77, oh no, I'm sorry. Which one is it? Okay, S2771. Senator Turner, do you want to make a comment?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, for allowing this bill to be heard today. And I think it's just extraordinary, the work that these young children have done in the 4th grade with their teacher. And this is one of the best ways of having young people become civically engaged. Because we know that the young people, once they turn 18 and to 24, that's the lowest voting age of all of our population. And this is a way that we can stimulate young people when they're still in school, still learning, and to be more involved in the elected process, in the governmental process. So I just wanted to thank you once again for allowing us to bring these young people before you today, and I look forward to their testimony.
Frank, you want to read the bill? Certainly. This bill designates Thomas Alva Edison as the New Jersey State Inventor. Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and businessman who spent more than 50 years of his life residing and inventing in the state of New Jersey.
Okay. Ms. Sarah Lindblom is the teacher at Stony Brook Elementary School. If you want to come up, and we're going to also have Dylan Kalina, Zoe Keaston, Rory Nella, and Emma Smith. You 4 ladies will come up. Senator Turner will be very happy to see the girls rule at Stony Brook Elementary 4th grade. Good job, girls. But you can find seats there and push that button. And we want to thank you, Ms. Lindblom, for your presence, for the work you've done here, and we congratulate you as well. We understand you're Teacher of the Year is coming.
Yes,
so
thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Lindblom from Stony Brook Elementary School, as you already know. I would like to thank you for giving my 4th grade students the opportunity to have their voice heard and for them to realize that they're never too young to create change or make the world a better place by sharing their ideas and opinions. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to 4 of my 4th grade students.
All right, each young lady, when you come up, just tell us your name and then you can start your reading your statement, please.
Good afternoon, I'm Zoe Kitson. First of all, we would like to thank you for your time. We would especially like to thank Senator Turner, General Assemblyman Deaton, and Senator Whelan of the State Government, Wagering, Tourism, and Historic Preservation Committee for sponsoring bill number S2771. Also, we would like to thank John Keegan from the Charles Edison Fund for his support with this bill. Finally, we would like to thank our families, our class, our teachers, especially Ms. Lindblom, Mrs. Keller, our principal, Mr. Wolfing, and our superintendent, Dr. Smith, for all their support. We really appreciate you giving us this opportunity.
I'm Emma Smith. We decided back in November to write a letter to our nearest legislator. We did it because we had just learned about the legislative process. After learning about the process, we were very interested. Then later on in our unit, we were assigned partners for the project. Dylan, Zoe, Rory, and I were partners. For the project, we had to come with a possible state symbol. We came up with Thomas Edison for State Inventor. That's how it all started.
I'm Dylan Kalina. We believe that Thomas Edison should be the state inventor because he has done incredible things for our state and within our state. For example, he invented the phonograph, the earliest motion picture camera, and of course one of his most famous inventions, the incandescent light bulb. Also, Edison's electric light company installed brass chandelier with 66 light bulbs in the assembly chamber. Thomas Edison spent most of his life in New Jersey and created a various number of his inventions in Menlo Park. He was named the Wizard of Menlo Park. In honor of Thomas Edison, there's a Thomas Alva Edison Memorial Tower and Museum located in Menlo Park. In 1879, on New Year's Eve, Christie Street in Menlo Park became the first street in the world to be lit by Edison's incandescent light. Thomas Edison's inventions have truly changed the world. Thank you for your time and listening to our speech. We hope you believe in this bill as much as we do. The most important thing we've learned throughout this process is that everyone has a voice, no matter how young or old you are. You just have to find that voice and never give up. We want to leave you with a quote by Thomas Edison. He once said, "There's a better way to do it. Find it." We believe that is what we have been doing, and that is what we will continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Thompson.
I would like to commend the teacher here of these young students as well as the students themselves for what they have done here today. I think your choice of Thomas Edison as New Jersey's inventor could not have been, if nobody could be better. The impact that the inventions of Thomas Edison have had worldwide. I mean, we're sitting here with this wonderful light today thanks to Thomas Edison and so many other things that Edison did. Certainly he deserves the accolades you're promoting for him today. And again, I commend you for your activism in moving forward with this. And I just suggest you continue throughout your life in the same way you're doing now. As you can see, you can have an impact. So do it for the rest of your life. Thank you.
We want to acknowledge the principal of Stony Brook. Sir, I'm sorry.
Steve Wilson.
Steve Wilson is the principal, and there's other staff members here, and maybe some parents and so on. We thank you all for coming. We also have Mike Egginton from the New Jersey State Chamber of Commerce is in favor of the bill but does not want to testify. Explain to the students. We have these little slips here. When you sign up, that's how you get to testify. And sometimes, as in Michael's case, he just wants us to know and wants you to know that he is in favor of the bill, but he doesn't want to come up and talk. Not that he's shy, just has probably other things to do. But John Keegan from the Charles Edison Fund and Edison Innovation Foundation is here, would like to come up and say a few words. John, if you would come forward. Appreciate you being here.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for address this vote. I'm actually overwhelmed. I'd like to thank Senator Turner for taking the leadership on this. I think this is terrific because you are part of the educational process in this state and you've encouraged these students to do this, and I think Sarah Lindblom should be Teacher of the Year, probably not just in that school, but probably in the United States. These students, Rory, Dan Lookin, Dylan, Kalina, and Zoe Kitson, and Emma Smith, I mean, are the personification of what Thomas Edison is all about. I guess at 75 years of age, I've had the good fortune of finding a job that I really like, and I am really basically Thomas Edison's salesman. And it's a pleasure to see how these students took this without any information that came from our foundation or anything else. We're headquartered in Newark, and took it, pulled by the horns, and brought it right here and put it in front of you. Thomas Edison is responsible for 1 out of every 4 jobs in the world. Thomas Edison not only has 1,093 patents, but he has been deemed to be the man of the millennium. You have a lot of people that become man of the century, but he was man of the last 1,000 years because he contributed to the improvement of humankind. The first, I think this is a little bit on the facetious side, but the first invention that he made, he couldn't sell, and it was a vote tabular. And they couldn't sell it in Washington, and they couldn't sell it in Albany. So he then decided that from that point on, he was going to try to do events, he was trying to do processes and patents that improve the qualitative life of people. So if you look at the world economy today, it's staggering. It's $60 trillion. Thomas Edison is responsible for 6 to 10 of that $1 trillion. One man here in New Jersey, born in Milan, Ohio, but came here and resided, started in Newark, and then did the research and development labs. So it is an honor for me to be here today, but I'm not honoring necessarily Thomas Edison. I'm honoring your process. I'm honoring you, Senator, for having the courage to bring this up and for acknowledging this wonderful academic institution that provides the opportunity for these students to get involved in the process. So again, thank you for considering this bill. We are 150% behind it. If we can do anything to give you an additional support, we would love to do that. You probably know that Thomas Edison lived in Glenmont up in West Orange, which is a national park. We support that park. We keep it alive, and that park is worth $4 billion US. It has 5 million pieces of paper, which is the largest collection of papers of anybody in the world besides, even including Leonardo da Vinci, and 400,000 tangible artifacts. So if you want to come up to this site, let me know. We'll give you a personal tour. You can sit at Edison's desk. And when you sit at Edison's desk, you'll see that it was all preserved. It's like he's walking around with you. So again, thank you for the time. Thank these students for bringing it to your attention. And if we can help you in any way, Senator, with the bill, we'd be more than happy to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank Stony Brook and the fourth graders for being here, as well as their magnificent teacher and principal, as well as Lisa, board president of Hopewell Valley Schools. And this is an exciting day. When I received the letter from the fourth graders, I received lots of letters, I want to tell you. And many times it's about naming a state bird or state insect or state song. And generally, you know, you get so much of that. And you get a lot of criticism as well when you get involved, because they say, with all the problems we have in this state, why are you worrying about state bird or state song? But when I received the letter from Stony Brook fourth graders, they made such a compelling argument, and they enlightened me. In fact, the bulb went off in my head when I learned of so many inventions that Thomas Edison was responsible for. And they didn't even mention them all. We have Thomas Edison College here in New Jersey as well. But I just once again want to thank these fourth graders. I know they're going to go on and do wonderful things, and they're going to certainly adhere to Thomas Edison's motto. You know, nobody can tell you what you can't do, just do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. Let me say, when Senator Turner first asked me about this bill, I was a little bit hesitant. However, frankly, the students, you know, she didn't give me a choice. She said, we'll do this bill. But then she explained not only the fact of the great contributions, and I had some awareness of the great contributions of Thomas Edison, but also the fact that we had fourth grade students who were getting engaged in the legislative process, and this was part of that process. How can we say no to that? So again, congratulations to Stony Brook fourth grade and all those involved in this. And with that, can we get a motion for Senator Turner? Second. Senator Thompson, second. Call roll.
On the motion to release from committee Senate Bill 2771, Senator Thompson?
Yes.
Senator Turner?
Yes.
Chairman Whale?
Yes, the bill is released. Congratulations to Stony Brook.